What is up, everybody? How are you? Welcome back or welcome to Optimal Self Live. Those of you guys, as always, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being part of this community. Thanks for taking the time out of your day. Wherever you're watching, wherever you're listening, just know that it's much, much appreciated. Look forward to these each and every day. And without you guys, none of this exists. Without you guys, without every one of you who likes and comments, sends me, I got some cool DMs and text messages. And so those of you guys, man, thank you so much. And those of you guys that are welcome to Optimal Self Live. If this is your first time, well, just know that this is just an open forum, a judgment-free platform that we are just trying to plant a little seeds, give ourselves a little bit, just a little bit of positivity so that we can get on the journey of being the best version of ourselves. And so those of you guys that are here, welcome to. I look forward to spending the time with you. So today I want to start with a question, right? So each and every day we start these with maybe a word or maybe sometimes it's a full quote. But today I want to start with a question, and I want to ask you this. What is one of the greatest constrictors of human potential? What do you think that is? Right now, just ask yourself, what do you think one of the greatest constrictors of human potential? And because I want to say human potential, because what optimal self is and what we're trying to do and what we want to build is a tribe of people in a community that are on the journey of being the best version of themselves, tapping into our own personal human potential. Right? Because listen, each and every one of us is great in something. All of you right now, you have created and done something incredible in your life. And so what we want to be able to do is gather all these bits and pieces of human potential and put it all together and talk about it and celebrate it, right? Doesn't mean you have to be a Grammy Award winner or an Oscar. It doesn't mean you have to hit a home run to win a World Series or throw the touchdown pass, whatever it is. You don't have to do that because most of us are just everyday people, right? And we want to tap into our own, we want to build a platform that taps in to your human potential. What is it that you're great at? What is it? Because every single one of you has a song inside of us. And our job is to grab onto that song. Our job is to get in there and dig in and find out what that song is and to sing it to the world, because we all need to hear it, because you are an inspiration to me and to this world. And by you living to your human potential, by you living to your optimal self, you can tap in and inspire others to live to theirs. All right? So the question is, what is one of the greatest constrictors of human potential? Ready for it? Well, here it is. A little thing called FOPO. You heard of it? That's right. Fear of other people's opinion. Imagine that. Think about how that constricts our human potential. Because guess what? We have become so obsessed with what people might think of us. Sometimes we don't even know. Sometimes we don't even do something because we've already played the narrative in our head of what somebody might say, somebody might do, somebody might think. It's not even real. We're constricting ourselves. We're stopping ourselves from something that's not even real. That your potential, your optimal self, the best version of you is trapped because of what somebody might think. We have to stop it because, again, what happens is when we start to think along those lines, what happens is we become extremely indulgent in things, in the material things, right? The right bag or the right pair of shoes, maybe even I move to the right zip code or drive the right car because now people are going to like me. That is a very, very slippery slope to be on, because guess what ends up happening? That car you just bought that made you feel so great that day and that got all these people thinking, right? And then guess what? It all goes away because it's who you believe you are internally that really, truly matters, right? And so how do we break the fear of other people's opinion? How do we start to at least mitigate it and subsidize it a little bit? Well, what we have to be able to do is we have to focus on our own talents, on our own beliefs, on our own values, right? You must get your thoughts, right, to revolve around your skills, not around the outside. So we have to dig in and figure out what are our values? What do we believe in? What do we want to be? Because then I'm not worried about what other people think. It's what I think. It's what I want. It's why I walk this earth. I can eliminate it, right? Not completely because we're human and we're always going to have negative thoughts and we're always going to worry about certain things. But the moment you start to constrict your human potential because you're worried about what somebody else might think, just focus back. Wait a second. Ask yourself, what are my values? What are my beliefs? How do I want to show up in the world? And does that truly matter? Because once you start to focus there, now you start to break the thought patterns and you start to eliminate and mitigate the thoughts of what somebody else might think. And I want to give you something else. Like when we think about these great performers, right? And a lot of us get scared. A lot of us are worried. And it's really cool to see Michael Jordan, he created a persona. He created MJ because Michael Jordan was different. But on the court, he was MJ. And that guy was a killer, right? Kobe Bryant created the Black Mamba. He created that persona, right? And Beyonce, right? She's very subdued, very much. But when she gets on that stage, she's Sasha Fierce, right? She's created this persona. So again, it's not about you being somebody else because all those people, the Black Mamba is in Kobe Bryant, right? It was in him. MJ was in him. But he couldn't be that every single day. He couldn't be that. He couldn't be that at home, right? MJ couldn't be MJ at home, bossing everybody around, expecting excellence at all times, right? When we step on the court, everybody's playing all out at all times, right? That's how we win. That's how we create a culture of champions. You can't be that at home, right? You can't be that at home. And yes, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace. You know, what he brought to this world and what he's continuing, the legacy that he left is just beautiful. But what's inside of you? How do we tap into our Black Mamba? How do we tap into whatever that is for you so that we can live to our human potential, that we can start to maximize? Doesn't mean you have to be, again, a sport or a singer or an actor or any of those things, but you can be the best, the absolutely best at you. Be the absolute best at being you because nobody else can do it, right? And it starts with your values. It starts with your beliefs. And we have to start to mitigate where we stop ourselves because of other people's opinions. They don't matter. What matters is you. What matters is you being you. Because all those people that I just talked about, they've all inspired us in some way to be the best version of ourselves. That they've inspired us. We saw them. We saw their greatness. And it inspires us. So now here's an opportunity. Don't let that go. Tap into you and be the best version of you. That's how we honor them. That's how we live, right? That's how we can make this community, this tribe better, is we can live to the best version of us. All right, there you go. How do we mitigate the fear of other people's opinions? We focus on our talents. We focus on our beliefs. We focus on our values, right? And just know, I want you guys all to know, you are enough. As you are right now, that beautiful soul, that beautiful person that you are right this second, you are enough. Go shine. because there's so much darkness in this world and we need more light. Be that light. All right. That's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for being part of this. I know today was a little bit heavier than most of the times, but I know that you guys have it in you to break through and to step into your greatness and step into your human potential. All right. And there's somebody out there right now that's struggling. There's somebody out there that could use this. I can't reach them, but you can. Share it with them. Ask them to take a listen and then talk about it. Enjoy it, right? Send them over. If you can, send them over to the podcast even and let them get in there. There's over 70 podcasts now that they can find their way through. And maybe there's one of them in there that resonates with them. Maybe there is. And maybe it clicks something in them that allows them to start to unlock the best version of them. All right. So thanks again. Thanks for being here. Jump over to optimalself.today. Get yourself registered. When you get yourself registered, we're going to get you some stuff. We're going to get you into the membership site. And we look forward to sharing it with you. And as always, I'll see you tomorrow.